Jeff Roberts, Magnolia Hoops here at the Lighthouse Classic, the defending Lighthouse Challenge Championship champions, Moravian Prep. Coach, introduce yourself and your players today.
Coach Ellis, Moravian Prep. Eli Ellis, senior, going to South Carolina. Hayden Assemian, senior, going to South Carolina.
Coach, I want to talk about this too. You guys were about 20 at half.
Yeah.
They cut it down to 6 or 7 there at the end.
Yeah.
You guys never really lost your composure. Most coaches you would see call a timeout or something. You trust your guys. So talk about that. How you trust your players to play and make the right decisions.
Yeah, we're there's old saying that fire can't burn where fire's already been, and so they've been through so much fire in my gym. They call our gym the dungeon. So they've been through so much that I don't. If they can't adjust to that, then I haven't done my job in practice. So I sometimes feel like coaches that have to coach a lot in games, maybe didn't coach a lot in practice. And so, and for us, the defining points of the national championships and OT, all the stuff that we've won, have usually come from a loss. Like that, whatever loss we had a direct impact on how we made a championship run. So I wanted them to figure some things out, and they did. And then I trust them. I trust them. We were not very good in the third quarter. We didn't adjust well to the, it was, I think it was probably 9-7 first half foul count. It was 9-2 going to about 4 minutes left in the fourth. And it flipped their way. So we had to, call a little 30-second and take responsibility that the tougher team makes the rules, and they were the tougher team in the third quarter, and we had to make that adjustment. There wasn't a whole lot of X's and O's. It was just, we got to be mentally tougher and physically tougher, and I think they made that adjustment. And score takes care of itself when you do that. So.
Just talking about Eli and the game he had, they got some good guards, 0-1 in particular for DMEs. Kind of talk to me about how he kind of sets the tone with his play and really made life tough on the receiver.
Yeah, Zero's, I think, top 10 in the country. So, Eli doesn't, some would say he doesn't. He's not even ranked in the top 100 ESPN. And I think he had 33, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. And I think the top 10 kid had 16.
16, 4 assists, 3 turnovers.
Yeah, so, that's part of the story. That's part of the journey. That's part of why I think a lot of these kids like him. It's like, you gotta. So anyway, that kid's he's a great player. He's gonna be a great college player. I think he'll be a pro player. He's a good kid. I thought Isaac was phenomenal guarding him. I don't know if he scored 2 points on Isaac, like straight up. And so Isaac was. And so that's the beauty of the brothers, is Isaac guards the best player, and a lot of times the best player tries to guard tries to guard Eli, and that just doesn't. That's a really hard thing to do. So he did a good job. They had a good game plan, but that's Eli's a little different. You see it on TikTok, you see it on all this stuff, but when the ball gets thrown up and all that, I think, what did you give him, 38 in the second half last year?
Yeah, 38 and 45.
He was in OT last year, and their team they had probably 5 first-round picks, and we beat them back-to-back games, and their coach got fired after the game. And it was so we came in with a lot of confidence, knowing that we kind of have a good game plan on that stuff. But he's a really, really, really good, deserves to be ranked. Very, very good player. Very good player.
Eli, your perspective on that, but you and your brother are able to kind of take it to their guards and got him in foul trouble the whole game, and just again kind of set the tone, didn't you?
Yeah, I think there's 2 different mindsets between me and him, and they did some stuff to disrespect us, and we don't take disrespect lightly, especially not from somebody who hasn't earned my respect yet. So, every time I play against him, it's usually the same outcome, and we started drawing, and I could see that he wasn't ready for that. His mindset wasn't the same, and we went at him. We just attacked him every time on offense. We made him guard, and we made his life really, really hard. And I blame that on somebody else on his side, not him. So yeah.
Eli, talking about Isaac, it's like whenever the lights shine brightest, he's always here to play. He did it in years past. How much what does he mean to you guys?
He's huge. We call him the general. He gets everything in order. He makes sure everything runs smoothly. I'm usually what they call the assassin. He just sends me out to do whatever we need to. Go out there and kill, go out there and get a bucket, and then he just puts everything in order. He plays defense, runs the offense, makes the right plays, and just without him, you have everybody running around crazy. So he's our general, and he keeps everything in line, in order. So.
He's been our second lead rebounder since his freshman year, and we've had a lot of bigs, a lot of good bigs. So.
Jeff was telling me that your dad has Mississippi roots.
Yes.
Where's he from?
All over. Yeah, all over. More around that, like Picayune, Pearl River,
Okay.
all that area.
Okay.
Hayden, want to come to you. He was just talking about the rebounds, man. You grabbed 15 today. You played big down low, a lot of putbacks. How do you think that helped your team today?
A lot. I just know that getting rebounds, kicking them back out, just finding the open man, just creating second chance points is the biggest thing for our team. And it just brought more energy. I just knew that that's one of the big ways we needed to win, and just executed what we needed.
You're called the assassin. Is that correct? There's a new silent assassin. It's Cole. Cole is the silent assassin. You're definitely not silent. Cole is silent. Like, he attacks.
Yeah.
I love Cole.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Talk about his game today.
Man, he's I think he'll end up being a top 50, top 25 player in the country. His work ethic is top 3 in Moravian history. His character is probably the top. He's one of the best humans I've ever coached. Like, he's a gift. And so, but a lot of our guys were overlooked, under-recruited, and they work for everything, and they deserve what they get. But he does all of that, and he treats people extremely well. So for me, like, he's what we're about, and so, and he's a gift. Parents have done a phenomenal job with him. But it's his, we're in the South. There's a lot of yes sir, no sir kids that'll not tip the waitress. He's the opposite. Like, he's a yes sir, no sir, and will literally do anything in the world for anybody. We have to get him out of the breakfast line at hotels because he tells 46 people good morning and how's the day, and it's real, it's genuine. He's a world changer. So as good as he is at basketball, he'll even have a bigger impact on the world, which is just who he is. He's what we call an outlier, and he's very unique, and so he deserves everything he gets. We're trying to get him more shots. It's he's going to have a breakout game where he goes for 50 or 60 here pretty soon. So, great kids.
I'll speak on that. That's one thing I'd say about our team. It's just a little bit different. Thanksgiving night at Lighthouse, there's so many teams and they're running around. You had this lady running around. She was in a good mood, bad mood, kind of like barking back and forth with people, but she was running all over the place. And I think our whole team, tipped her, I don't think you know this, tipped her like $125. Each person put in $20 and just saw she was working on Thanksgiving night. And we put in just some money just to help her out because, she has family to take care of and it's Thanksgiving nights. That's one thing that calls about our team is we just really care about people, and we're just a lot of really good kids. We just want to see other people get better and just give other people opportunities. So that's why I think we're doing so good this season, just because it's something outside off the court. So.
First time to see y'all play for me, Hayden, just the work y'all did on the boards, especially yourself. And then you got who's the kid that can jump out of the gym?
Cole.
Cole. Yeah. And just tell me a little bit, because they got some big dudes down there. Y'all seem to control and get some blocks, rebounds, and everything.
Just preparation before the game. Coaches really had scout and just knowing everyone's personnel and where they're at and what they like to do. The big man, he's kind of big and not really from here, so he didn't really talk on defense, didn't really communicate with his team. So we just knew that we shoot. I know where the rebound's going. I know we play so much, we practice so much that I just know where the shots come off. We just play hard.
How's that with 5 blocks? I feel like y'all had twice that many.
Yeah.
A lot of contests.
Yeah, a lot of contests.
Yeah.
Eli, I'm going to come back to you here right quick. This is your second year coming. I think you missed the first year. It was just Isaac stole the show that year.
Yeah, I was
So yeah. Won't be able to come back, man. You got to go. Dad's kicking you out over here. So, what has this event meant for you as a player?
It's meant a lot, because I keep seeing the same people come back. It's the third year, and I see the same faces, same kids, and everybody just to support here. It's Thanksgiving. They had so many other things they could do the day after Thanksgiving. Got families coming home, everybody getting together, and they took their time out of their day to come watch us. So it means a lot to me. You know, this is my last year, and you know, I won't be able to come back to this. I'll probably come visit it whenever it comes upon, hopefully. But you know, I just try to take it all in. I feel like I didn't have my best game, and I had to like snap out of it and be like, yo, we won this last year. Take it all in, enjoy it, encourage everybody else, like, and then we can move on and get better the rest of this week. So I'm really just trying to take it all in the rest of the season and just enjoy myself.
Coach, I want to come back to you here. All the kids love them. They lined up, want autographs, pictures, videos. Kids love them. I don't think the adults are so much. I heard a lot of people yelling out there. You know, you got fans, you got enemies, I guess. We'll call it that. For you as a coach and a father, how do you kind of balance that?
Well, they say you can't kid a kid. So, you know, a lot of adults, so I think it's twofold. I think kids look at it and it gives them hope. Like, man, I can be 6 foot and can't touch the rim and be really good. And I think adults look back and go, I think they look with regret. Dang, I could have been good if I'd have worked that hard. And it's we see that a lot. We get criticized a lot, you know, like, but my mentor said, if you don't want anybody to talk about you, don't have nothing, say nothing, or do nothing. He said, it's your choice. I think I'll have something, say something, or do something. They can just talk all they want. So, and to be honest with you, the people criticizing a kid, I wouldn't take advice from them. And I'll probably, 99.9, I wouldn't swap places with them. So we have a blast. We have great kids. We have, you know, and that was my favorite part of the weekend outside of the Oreo fudge. Oh, or is it cookies and cream? Wow. My favorite part is me and my wife were sitting back there coming to watch another game. You had 2 or 3 adults come by and we come every year and we love the basketball. But they said the same thing. They said, but the way your boys treated people. So for me, if we were 0-6 instead of 6-0, and I heard those compliments, that's a victory. Wins are. I don't even know how many wins we got. I don't. It doesn't matter. But victories are when kids learn to treat people well and to be men. And I didn't promise their parents wins. I didn't promise their parents championships. I didn't promise them offers. I promised them we'd help them become better men. So that's you know. But that, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's going to the SEC, so he's going to have a lot of people in these stands probably yelling at him at Mississippi State and Ole Miss. So. Yeah, so.
So thank you for being a role model, and always know that whatever you're doing on or off the court, you've got little eyes watching you.
So I try to do it.
I think South Carolina's getting 2 awesome players. I really do. I'll call Coach Paris and just say
Great dude.
you did good.
Great dude.
All right, thanks, guys.
I appreciate it.